That's what they used to do, man. They used to work out naked. That's heathenistic, man. Okay? That's what these Edomites used to do, man. So-called white people, man, call themselves Greeks. Okay, that's what they used to do, man. And you had our people, the Israelites, following after those customs. Okay? Why? Because they always want to be buddy-buddy with the heathen. They always want to be hand-in-hand with the heathen. Okay? But the Most High said what? First of all, the Most High said we're not to be around, caught up with the heathen like that. We ain't supposed to be around these heathen, man. And to learn their ways and all that. That's madness. That's why Nehemiah got pissed off at the Israelites for marrying those heathen women. Because the heathen, not for the fact that they had heathen women, but the fact that that they were learning the customs of the heathens, man. That they were teaching their sons and their daughters the heathen language before, and they didn't even know Hebrew. All right, this is what the problem was, man. Matter of fact, let me get that in Nehemiah real quick. This is Nehemiah, verse. Chapter 13. This is Nehemiah 13:23, and it reads, "In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab, and their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, which the Jews' language is Hebrew. Okay, so they couldn't speak Hebrew, but they could speak the heathen tongue. All right, because they were marrying those women, but the sin wasn't. Yes, the sin was also marrying them because they treated them as a first wife. They didn't treat them as a concubine. So that was the sin right there. But the problem wasn't that they had the woman. All right, the problem was that they had the children. And they were teaching the children the customs of the heathen. The fact that they had their children learn the custom of the heathen instead of the Israelite customs. That was the problem. Okay? But according to the language of, read that again. And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. And I contended with them and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by the Most High, saying, Yea, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves. All right, so Nehemiah was getting, he put hands on them, man. He was punching them, kicking them, pulling out their hair. All right. And he said, listen, man, you can't give your sons or your daughters to these heathen, man. All right? You can't, man, because look at what you do when you do that, man. Okay? Look at what happens when you end up doing that. Okay? Because Israel is very simple, man, as a whole. All right? But if they were to have the heathen as a concubine, right, there's a law in that. If you have a captive amongst the women, there's a law in that, man. You can have a heathen woman. All right? Matter of fact, man, let me get that scripture, man, to prove what I'm saying. Let's get that real quick. I just want to prove something, because these simple Israelites, man, they'll say, oh, you see, you ain't supposed to have, you ain't supposed to sleep with no Edomite or no. That's not what it's talking about, man. All right. The problem wasn't the fact that he laid down with the woman. The problem was that the children didn't even know the Israelite customs, man. They were following the ways of the heathen. That was the problem, man. And to the point where you see what's happening today, you have Israelites all around the world that don't know that they're Israelites, man. That's what Nehemiah didn't want to happen, man. He didn't want the Israelites to go to Moab land and then just become Moabites, you know, in spirit, I mean. Not physically, because they'll always be Israelites, but mentally, you know, they'll be acting like Moab, man, eating what Moab eats, you know, following Moab's customs, whatever the hell Moab's customs were back then, all right? And it reads, this is Deuteronomy 21 and 11. Matter of fact, I'll say Deuteronomy 21 and 10. When thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and the Lord thy power hath delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captive, right? So this is speaking about the heathen, man, because your enemies are not Israelites, man. You're gonna go to war with no Israelites, man, and the Most High delivered them into your hand. That's not what it's talking about. We're at war with the heathen, the other nations round about, okay? So it's speaking about if you're going to war with the heathen, all right? And this is it's so fucking funny because you Israelites always talking about the law, oh, the law, right? You the law, Israelites, but you Israelites don't know the law. You don't care about the law, right? And this is part of the law, man. All right, this is part of the law, all right. Even the doctrine when we speak about the woman being taken, right? What they call the rape doctrine. It's not a rape doctrine. It's a law in the scriptures, okay. Even that's a law, but their emotions go above the scriptures. That's the problem. Their emotions go above the scriptures, man. GMS start with our apostle and elders on down. Our emotions do not go above the scriptures, man. Never. Okay. And it says, right? Let me read that again. When thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and the Lord thy power, Yahweh thy power, hath delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife. All right, does that mean you have her as a wife, as you would have an Israelite woman? No, that means you have her as a concubine, man. Okay, so there's a difference, man. Right? There's the primary wife, and then there's a secondary. Man. That would be the first wife would be like an Israelite woman, and then the secondary would be one of the heathen, man. Okay, that's the difference, man. So you don't deal with them on that level. You understand? You're not gonna be going in there and following the woman's customs and teach her customs. Hell no, man. The kid's gonna learn their customs. They're gonna learn the custom of the Israelites. All right. And it says, right, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her, that thou wouldest to have her to wife, then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails, and she shall put the raiment of her captivity, from off her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month, and after that thou shalt go in unto her, and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife. All right. So what you have to do was you have to bring her to your house, right? She's become your concubine, your wife, your secondary wife. All right. You bring her to your house.
I just got arrested, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
When you get arrested for?
Why did you fight me, bro? What did I do to you, bro? Talk to me, bro. I just got arrested for fraud, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. That's my 2019.
Those things are things I already asked for.
That's my 2019 start, bro. That's my 2019 start.
That's why you have to come back to the book, Richard. You have to come back to the book.
What's this book you're promoting, bro?
The scriptures, man. The scriptures.
Is that what you fought me?
Well, that time,
what is Illuminati?
Back then,
I wasn't in that, bro. I wasn't in that. You have to show me, dog. Because
See,
I don't know why you fought me, bro.
I'll explain this. This is what was going on. I was going through a time in my life, you know what I'm saying, where I was trying to find the truth, you know what I'm saying? But at that same time, I was going left. The Most High was trying to lead me to the truth, but at that time it wasn't the time. You see what I'm saying? So I was always looking up different things. So as soon as I hit 12 years old, according to the scriptures, you become a man at 12. You understand? So as soon as I hit that time, I was always looking for the truth. So I felt like I found the truth back then. I was like, this might be it. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of trying to share it with the people then. And really, I was just coming to really tell you, yo, brother, you know what I mean? But the way you were coming, like, oh, you were kind of looking at me with disdain, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, my mind wasn't on a level right then. It was like on that level, so I was like, yo, fuck this.
Misinterpreted,
right?
Reggie,
I did.
You know what?
No, I did.
I never had no beef with you. I never had a problem with you.
But you know what I'm saying? I was like, what's up? And I was giving you the high.
Yeah, and I healed you.
No, you didn't help me. You didn't help me.
I swear I healed you.
I remember. You didn't help me. You didn't help me. You looked at me. Like, cause I don't know if Madam was talking around you. I didn't even see your Megs, bro. I even apologized to your Megs herself, bro. I didn't see your Megs, bro. I didn't even know your Megs was there. That boy there who did them things there, he got dealt with, bro. We dealt with him. You know what I'm saying? Like idiot. He was just there. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that whole
just booked me for a fraud, bro.
Yeah. Yo, that's why you have to be careful of them things, you know what I'm saying? When you deal with those things.
The one that booked me for the fraud, bro.
That's the same one?
Yeah,
but I see some.
She called everybody and all.
Oh, but you know what? I see the minds right here that was talking on the that was just talking over there. I thought it was talking watching me a bit, but it was talking right there. A man in a brownish suit, you know? So those things, you know what I'm saying? You have to shake me and say, yo, you forgive me for that, brother.
Oh, for sure, guy. Yo, you're a brother, dog. I never had a beef with you, bro.
Bro, really, after that time, I was hoping.
Because I had like, whoa, like, now I'm warring with people now? I was never a man to war with people. You know me, bro.
I know, bro.
You have lighter?
I know, bro. I don't smoke, bro. I don't smoke, bro. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, we're Israelites. I know you heard that before. We're Israelites according to the scripture, right? From the tribe of Benjamin, you know what I'm saying? We're from the same tribe regardless, but we're Israelites and we come back to the Most High and about to be some crazy destruction that's getting ready.